fired into an SUV, killing the manager and family member of a popular Detroit rapper. Off the top tonight at 11, investigators trying to determine if rapper T. Grizzley was actually the intended target.
He was with his aunt when those shots were fired on Detroit's east side. Jermont Terry is live tonight. Jermont, was the rapper hurt at all?
Kimberly, tonight we know the Detroit rapper was one of 3 people inside that car when the shots went off. Now, when they're in that shooting, the rapper's aunt died, but he was not injured. Detroit police responded to the area of 3 Mile Drive just off Mack Tuesday night on the city's east side. They were out to collect evidence of multiple bullet casings regarding a deadly shooting here. It turns out someone opened fire on a black Chrysler.
Regardless of how he feel about it, he should have never paid the money. They got the phone records from when he called Wu-Tang and told him he'll give him $30K just to go out there and do that to her. Now, this is somebody who's been in his corner since the beginning. And why would you even put yourself in this situation? Everybody ain't your friend. You have to watch the people you keep around you. The streets don't love nobody. Y'all gotta open y'all eyes to the key factor what's really going on. T. Grizzley, he thought that it was just gonna pass by because Wu-Tang got out of jail from doing 5 years for a gun that he took across state. They didn't think that he had something to do with that body, but the fingerprints and the ballistics linked right back to that gun that he got caught with. They let him out. The feds put out a 23-page indictment saying that Wu-Tang was the one that boxed them off, and then he hopped out the car. He ran around to the passenger side. He saw there wasn't nobody in the front. Once he went to the back, that's when he started blowing because he saw one person in there and that was the main intended victim. He bogus for what he did. Ain't no money in the world worth you throwing away your life. You see what happened to Lil Durk? We talked to the family of the victim. They said T. Grizzley been coming back and forth to their house trying to make sure they ain't talking to no detectives. Now I want y'all to know, regardless of how he feel about it, you shouldn't have never did it. You put yourself in this situation. At the end of the day, you have to watch the people you keep around you. It was okay at first. As soon as T. Grizzley got up out that Uber, he hopped right in the car with the shooter. I want y'all to know this was a sad situation, but T. Grizzley told him she in the back. He went to the passenger window just so he could play it off and act like he was just walking up to the car as a random person. But he ended up pulling out a 4.5 and hitting her up. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but the dude that's in court right now, he's the main one that said it was Wu-Tang that ran up, but he hopped out of the blue Camaro. The blue Camaro was linked back to Chicago. Hit the like button if you think they going down for what they did to that lady. That lady got family and that lady got people who care about her. Regardless of what went down, you signed the deal. You should have stayed in the deal. You've been getting money for this long time. What made you change your mind all of a sudden? Everything was A-okay when you thought that you was gonna get away with her. You can't get away with something that is tied to you, tied to your phone records, tied to the people who you had do it. Now the shooter, he spoke out. He said that he tried to act like he ain't had nothing to do with it, all because T. Grizzley gave him that $30,000. Regardless of what went down, the feds ain't gonna play no games. They coming to get everybody involved in it. And the dude that did it, he trying to act like he ain't had nothing to do with it. He said he was in LA at that time. At the end of the day, y'all backdoored this lady. You got caught with the gun and you went to jail for 5 years for it. It's bogus how he did that lady. He knew exactly where she got hit up at and he knew exactly how it went. How do you know how something went if you weren't at the scene and you didn't know nothing and you didn't know that this was about to transpire? Now this happened in your own city. The Fed said that it was witnesses at the scene. The Fed said they caught him red-handed. It was witnesses at the scene and those same witnesses told on him. This happened time after time, but T. Grizzley, he instantly thought he was gonna slip away. Once the dude hopped out the car, he didn't hesitate. He looked in the passenger window and then went right to the back. He took 4 steps backwards. He started shooting at the car. He bop, 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 bop. Oh girl, she instantly started ducking. As soon as she started ducking, this is where the Uber driver tried to instantly take off. They backdoored this girl, knowing that she ain't do nothing to offend or hurt T. Grizzley. The feds said that T. Grizzley was waiting on a call from Wu-Tang. Once he got the call to let him know that it was done, he started smiling and laughing. For you to go out there and pay somebody $30,000 to do this to this lady, and then you thought that you was gonna get away with it, you gotta be out your mind. Like at the end of the day, you bogus for what you did. Karma always come back around. Whenever you do something, it will come back, but it ain't gonna come back the way you thought it was gonna come back. It come back a whole different way, and now it's over with. Hit the like button. Let me know if you're a fan of T Grizzley. Let me know if you're a fan of his auntie. Let me know if you're a fan of OTF, because regardless of what's going on, you travel across state lines. Once you traveled across state lines, that made it federal. You had the gun on you when you got caught. The gun was linked back to this lady. At the end of the day, T Grizzley spoke out. He tried to cover it all up and act like he didn't want to go around and clear what he did and how he did it. You bogus for even putting yourself in this situation and putting her in this situation. All she was trying to do was help you. Hit the like button if you feel that a person to turn on you at any moment, all because you helping them too much. A person to think that you supposed to just give them everything and they give you little bitty crumbs. It don't go like that. Drop down in the comment section, RIP Auntie.
Detroit rapper T Grizzley, 41-year-old Jobina Brown, was shot in the area of 3 Mile Drive and Mack Avenue on the city's east side.
They set it up. At the end of the day, the streets talking now. It's too many people who saying that he set his own auntie up. Drop down in the comment section, RIP Auntie. Regardless of how it went, she left kids behind. Her kids is speaking up. They don't want to say too much because they don't want T Grizzley to come after them. T Grizzley, he bogus for what he did. Y'all knew that she was going to be in that car on that side. Y'all knew exactly how it was going to go down. And this is why the feds ain't playing no games. At the end of the day, you have to watch the people you keep around you. Everybody ain't going to be in your corner when you need them. T Grizzley ain't want to clear up nothing. Ain't no reason for him to try to clear up anything because he wasn't the intended target. He already had hopped out the car and hopped in a whole nother car. This is what put him at the scene. Now, it's 5 years later and they still talking about what happened. The dude that's locked up right now, he telling everything. And this is why you can't pay somebody to be quiet, because they're going to eventually fold under pressure, regardless of how you feel about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of T Grizzley. Let me know if you think that his auntie, she'll still be here with us right now to be able to take care of her kids and her family. If they would have never set her up, they would have never know where she was going to be at. They would have never knew that T Grizzley and his auntie was in that Uber, because he didn't drive his regular car. In the Uber, they had tents on the back window. I want y'all to know the Uber driver, he told them he knew it was somebody that T Grizzley was cool with, because the dude walked up as if he knew who was in that back seat. T Grizzley been hopped out the car. Why did T Grizzley hop out the car before the shooting even happened? Was it because he knew that they was gonna instantly run up on the car and instantly foul girl up? Or do you think that T Grizzley hopped out the car because he was just going to his destination? Like, at the end of the day, if they wanted T Grizzley, they would have got him. If they wanted old girl, they would have got her. Like, at the end of the day, you have to watch the people you keep around you, because T Grizzley, he didn't even drive none of his fancy cars, so he couldn't have been noticed. Nobody in that hood could have knew that was T Grizzley in that car, unless it was somebody who T Grizzley told that they was on their way to this certain location, or they was on their way and he had this person in the car, that person in the car. He could have even been FaceTiming somebody while he was in the car. You never know until it's too late. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Drop them RIP aunties down in the comment section.
Tuesday night. Now, this is an update to a story that we brought you Wednesday morning. TMZ is reporting that Brown was in the back seat of a car when the suspect approached and started shooting, and she was rushed to the hospital where she later died. It is not clear if T Grizzley was the intended target of the attack. The rapper and his driver were not injured.
T Grizzley couldn't have been the intended target because he already hopped out the car. They didn't start shooting while he was getting out the car. They started shooting after he hopped in the blue Camaro, and then they pulled around the block and instantly backdoored that lady that was inside of that Uber. They bogus for what they did, because at the end of the day, the streets don't lie, but at the same time, the evidence is the evidence. In the fingerprints on the back of the Uber, it showed that they tried to open the back door, but it was locked. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but everything ain't okay. T Grizzley, it's over with now. Once you go to trial, they gonna convict you on all these charges. The Uber driver didn't get hit, or T Grizzley didn't get hit.
Also, shots fired into an SUV, killing the manager and family member of a popular Detroit rapper. Off the top tonight at 11, investigators trying to determine if rapper T Grizzley was actually the intended target.
He was with his aunt when those shots were fired on Detroit's east side. Jermont Terry is live tonight. Jermont, was the rapper hurt at all?
Kimberly, tonight we know the Detroit rapper was one of 3 people inside that car when the shots went off. Now, in that shooting, the rapper's aunt died, but he was not injured. Detroit police responded to the area 3 Mile Drive just off Mack Tuesday night on the city's east side. They were out to collect evidence of multiple bullet casings regarding a deadly shooting here. It turns out someone opened fire on a black Chrysler with 3 people inside. Among those inside the vehicle, Detroit rapper T Grizzley.
Yes, we made it out of Lance Macaron and have it. After Michigan State, after Hubbard when our man told him.
T Grizzley rose to fame when he released his first single, First Day Out. He was nominated for an MTV and BET Awards for the single.
The bands they took from us, Joy Road.
Police don't know if the rapper was the intended target or not, but what's clear, his aunt, who worked as his manager, along with another young man, were all in the vehicle Tuesday night. That's when someone intentionally shot the vehicle, killing the 41-year-old manager. We don't know if anything was stolen or if this was an attempted robbery, but police say the rapper and friends were in the area to visit someone. The investigation shows when a man stepped out of their vehicle, the first of several shots filled the air. We don't know if the rapper was still inside the car when the shots went off or not. Now, T Grizzley's music video has more than 130 million views. Again, the rapper was not injured, but unfortunately, his aunt passed away. Over the phone, T Grizzley's family members tell us that the aunt leaves behind some children. They did not want to comment further. This is an open investigation tonight. Reporting live outside DPD headquarters, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of questions still need to remain for what happened here. All right, thanks, Jermont.
This case ain't gonna be over with until they get the person who drove out there, the person who took the gun out there, and T Grizzley homie. I want y'all to know it was more than 2 people in the car. How did they know exactly where T Grizzley and his auntie was gonna be at?